Got all the plastics off of it. I'm gonna go through and kind of go back through the wiring harness. I need to look at that plug right here. I want to clean out this plug, take off the gas tank, take off the clutches, take off the belt housing. Then we can pull out the floorboards. What I noticed over here was that got some anti-seize on the ground, or not anti-seize, antifreeze on the ground. His wheat pole's leaking, so we got a new seal coming for that. So yeah, gonna check some brake fluids. What's nice though is that whoever had this, like I said, it was a brother-in-law or something like that, he actually kind of took some precautions on everything. I mean, he had a nice nut and everything to hold it in a two-wheel drive, and he put something actually over the drive shaft, I guess, to keep the splines nicely, and below this cap looks to be like a bunch of grease shoved in there. So everything else, I mean, like I said, he did a good job. But it looks, I don't know if this is the factory heat shield or this might be the recall, but that's on there. What else more do you need? Pulling off the clutch cover here, might be the only one that I actually seen that's actually looks well sealed, because there's a solid black line around there. So still got to come off though and get siliconed. And that's what we're working with. Yeah, that's a good seal, players. One of the few. So to slide the drive shaft in there, I had to loosen up on that motor mount right there, and then pry up on the motor mount, and then it fit right on in. For as much as I didn't move it up, it didn't seem like I might have needed to, but it was just hitting all right in there. So at least it's in now. Also, that piece came out, cleaned up the threads, or the splines, ready to go. So this was actually way bigger of a pain than I thought. I had to get the wife out here to help me out, because I had to pretty much undo that full motor mount, lift up on this whole thing enough to be able to get that in there. And then the U-joint's got to be turned just right to clear the lowest part of the water pump housing there, and then it will slide in finally. But at least it's in now. I can go ahead and bolt in the front differential. Okay, so the new drive shaft is in. It's not bolted yet, but I did put a bolt, of course, on the drive shaft. Next is get the A-arms off so I can put on the arched high lifter ones. So we got all new bushings going in. Just grease those up and pound those in real quick. Just take a little flat blade in there, kind of start prying around, indenting the little copper ring. So I already kind of started. Just want to work it out evenly. I never really had a problem getting the Polaris ones out. I better not start. There we go. Look at that gunk. And there's all the pieces. Got the pump, propeller, lock washer, or lock nut, washer, spring, and then just bust up all that ceramic to get it out of there. Clean it up. And that crust all on that shaft there, that's what you're trying to get rid of. Do that with some wet sandpaper, polish that shaft up. You can almost see where that seal is riding. So after taking some Scotch-Brite and some wet sandpaper and just polishing up that shaft as best as I could, trying to get that groove out of there. So it's all cleaned out, weed pole's cleaned out, ready to start pressing in the new seal. Let that drop. Yeah, no. Taking a little break from the rest, gonna not put on the rope yet, but we got a new rope. Got the Badlands Fair Lead and rope. But obviously it doesn't run yet, so we can't suck it up in there, but and actually, since we're talking about winches, what we're going to do later on, not right now, but I've seen a couple people do it. Put a plate right here, put a fair lead, and then make a whole custom plate right here to mount a winch. Probably gonna go with the Super or Harbor Freight winch is 3,500, which I'm running on that one. He's running a 5K on his. They've done super well for over 2 years now or so. But yeah, but we'll film all that time when the time comes. It's keyed, yeah. And so you get water pump propeller on, then your washer. And your nut. Action. There we go.
Wow, that just slapped together without any video.
You filming?
Yeah.